Hey guys, it's Clint, and welcome to another episode of the Limelight Diary. So, today is the Cowden Protocol Day 30, and yesterday was very, very rough. For some reason, I just felt really, really weak. I could barely get out of bed. I had to roll out of bed, get on my knees and push on things to stand up. My brain fog was extra foggy. I just have, one day you have a really great day and can run around and do stuff, and then the next day you're bedbound, and whether that's because you go out and do stuff the day before and then your body is just exhausted, I don't know, but throughout the past 30 days I've maybe had 4 or 5 good days, and the rest have been, for lack of better words, pretty shitty. So yesterday was one of those days that was pretty shitty. I also didn't sleep the night before yesterday, so 2 nights ago. So that probably had a lot to do with it. I have horrible insomnia. I have since the beginning of middle school. I've been on sleep meds since middle school, and so I didn't sleep 2 nights ago. Last night I took half of an extra sleeping pill, and I was out for 14 hours, so I felt better today because I slept, but still very weak. My allergies are acting up really bad. I went to a house that had cats and dogs and stuff in it about a week ago, and since then I really have not been able to breathe out of my nose. I haven't been able to breathe out of my nose since we moved into this rent house about 2 years ago. I think it's mold, or I know that the owners that lived here previously had pets, and I know that the carpets were, ripped out and new carpets put in and everything, but I think, I don't know. I'm just allergic to this house. But since going and being around that cat all day, it wasn't even all day, just for a couple of hours, my allergies have really been acting up. So that just shows me how sensitive my immune system is. I mean, I always knew that it was very sensitive, but just to show y'all, I went to this house for a couple of hours to help my mom with some of her real estate, to help take pictures, and someone was already taking pictures, so I helped with the lighting, and I was laying down on the ground and doing stuff to get good lighting for the pictures, and by the end I was covered in animal hair and dander, and since then my allergies have just been rocking my world, and it's starting to turn light green, the mucus. So a possible infection is starting there, and I'm starting to get just a little rumble in my chest. So that's just how easy with Lyme disease we can get sick. It takes, nothing, and, you have pneumonia a week later. So that's been going on. I'm still having a hard time. I feel like my body is like a furnace. It's putting off so much heat. And at nighttime, I'm really sensitive to it because I have to be cold in order to sleep. Luckily, it's getting cooler outside, so I can open my window a little bit and let the cool air in. But I just feel like, I don't know why, but it feels like my body is putting off more heat. I'm not running a temperature, but it feels like my body is heating my room, which in turn heats myself even more, and it's a cycle, and then I can't sleep, and so that's all going on. And at this point in my life, sleep, I get anxiety just about sleeping, because I've had trouble sleeping my whole life, that it's almost, nighttime is almost traumatizing trying to get to sleep. I feel bad for my future spouse having to sleep with me, because I have trouble sleeping with me. So I can't even imagine what it's going to be like for somebody else to have to share a bed with this horrible person at nighttime. So, but other than that, as I take the zeolite, which I've mentioned in previous posts, in the beginning I was having horrible cramps and would be on the toilet all day the next day after taking zeolite. That's kind of easing up, so that means that my heavy metals must be detoxing, and there's not as much to get out. And there's definitely an increase still in bowel movements, but it's not as much as it was in the beginning stages. So that's an improvement. Still just no energy and feeling fluish, weakish kind of a thing. Yesterday I pretty much spent all day in the fetal position in bed. It was one of those days. I went and tried to swim a couple of laps the other day, and just swimming through the water, like the hairs getting, like the water pushing against the hair on my arms, was driving me crazy. It hurt so bad, the nerves. Just something, that's something that I've never experienced before. I mean, I've always been sensitive to touch of like fabrics and that sort of stuff, but I never had the hairs on my arm hurt from swimming through water. So that was new. Let's see, I had some great unsolicited medical advice from a lady in the gym hot tub, telling me that I just needed to align my chakras and take oregano oil, and I would be cured just like that. She swore she had never even heard of Lyme disease, but she was sure that just aligning my chakras and oregano oil, I would be ready to and raring to go. So thanks for the advice, but no thanks, because I didn't ask. And I will keep going with my Cowden protocol, and you know, I'll look into oregano oil and aligning chakras, but you know, if you're not asked for advice on anything, don't give it. When someone is chronically ill, we've heard it all. I've heard go chew on bark and turn counterclockwise while blinking fast and chanting kumbaya. You know, I'm like, it just, I'm going through enough. You don't have to tell me all that kind of stuff. So yeah, day 30 Cowden protocol, still pretty rough. This protocol has really knocked me on my butt. I'm a pretty tough guy, and it's knocked me down. You know, I feel bad that I keep missing work, and I want to work because that gets me out of the house. It gives me something to work towards, but I just barely have enough energy to roll out of bed and take a poop, much less go and, you know, work in an office. So, you know, I wish there was something that I could find that I could do from home that wasn't too energy exhausting, because I need to make money. I need to pay for doctors and for supplements and my car payment and all of that kind of stuff. You know, as much as I hate money, you gotta have it. So that's day 30. Stay tuned for the second part of my life story with Lyme's. It's going to be about seeking out doctors and getting incorrect diagnoses, and if that's a word, diagnoses, I don't know, but Lyme brain, who cares? It's going to be about the incorrect diagnoses, and then finding out the correct diagnosis and starting to explore the options of treatment. And we'll also be videotaping my mother's first tape for video for her story of infection, which she told me that she has some corrections on my video. So mother's going to set everybody straight on that. So stay tuned for that. Hit subscribe, share to your Lyme friends or anybody that you want to learn about Lymes, and you know, let's stick together. Let's get the awareness out there. Let's talk about it. Let's help each other. We are a community of Lyme survivors. We are surviving this. We're not struggling. We are surviving, and we will get through this. And I just want to stay happy and positive. And I know at times I get very depressed. My mom even today was saying, you know, you should go get on an antidepressant. And I said, you know what? No, because I want to feel what I feel, and I want to know what I feel. And there's nothing wrong in feeling it. Yes, I can be sad, and I can, you know, I'm alone 99% of my life for the past couple of years, locked up in my little room. And you know, it's hard when your friends aren't around. You know, you can't, I understand that they can't dedicate their life to supporting you, so you know, we're alone in this for the majority of the time. And I know that's hard, but you know, we gotta find a reason to smile every day, and to love one another. And so I love you guys. That's why I'm sharing my story. So, alright, peace out. Share, subscribe, like, post any questions in the comments section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.